promised you love me and I let you in. Made me feel like I was born again. You empowered me, you made me strong. Built me up and I could do no wrong. I let down my guard, I fell into your arms. Forgot who I was, I didn't hear the alarms. Now I'm down on my knees, alone in the dark. I was bound to your game, you fired a shot in my heart. Stumble after the heartache. I'm gonna carry on. Living for love, I'm living for love. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna carry on. Living for love, I'm living for love. I'm not gonna stop. Love's gonna lift me up. Love's gonna lift me up. Caught up in bitterness, but I'm not dwelling on this craziness. I found freedom in the ugly truth. I deserve the best and it's not you. You've broken my heart, but you can't break me down. I'm falling apart, was lost and I'm bound. Picked up my crown, put it back on my head. I can forgive, but I will never forget. Took me to heaven, let me fall down. Now that it's over, I'm gonna carry on. Lifted me up and watch me stumble after the heartache. I'm gonna carry on. Living for love, I'm living for love. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna carry on. Living for love, I'm living for love. I'm not gonna stop. Love's gonna lift me up. 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 Living for love, living for love. Not giving up. I'm gonna carry on. Living for love, living for love. Not gonna stop. Love's gonna lift me up.
Hey everybody, welcome to XYZ. It's your host, Ben, Christian, and Jason. How you guys
Hey
doing?
guys,
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going tonight?
it's going really well. I was excited to do the show tonight.
Good.
I've had an interesting week.
Have you? Well, do tell. Tell us about it.
I want to talk about some topics, but you know, when you go through some shit, it's just
What's happening?
Oh,
Well, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to, take up the entire show. But, well, it turns out that over this past weekend, I was at Central Market.
Yeah.
And I was shopping, and then I parked next to a guy who was driving a Range Rover. And as I park, he opens his door too wide and puts a ding in my door.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remembered, now keep in mind that my Camry that I just bought this like back in February, so it's still new technically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, really? I mean, he agreed to pay for the damages. He was nice about it and everything. But I'm like, okay, then now I'm driving a new car with a dent in it. And I'm just like, it's just, I don't know, it's just really pissing me off. But that's not even the worst part. I want to talk about the state of Wisconsin. If you are listening, y'all are on my fucking shit list. Let me tell you what the fuck the state of Wisconsin is. So back in March, March, I went to Chicago to visit some family. And while I was up there, I went up into Wisconsin, into Milwaukee, to go visit some extended family there as well. Anyway, long story short, I got a speeding ticket, okay?
Yeah.
So I called the lady, and she was like, oh, yeah, your ticket is going to be $250.
Okay.
I'm like, for going 10 miles over the fucking speed limit? So anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. I can't go to court because I live in Texas, so I'm like, well, I have no choice but to pay it. So then I was just like, okay, well, a situation came up. So another situation came up that I didn't have all the funds available because they gave me like a very short amount of time to come up with it. So I was just like, okay, well, I can pay half now. I can't pay. I can pay half now later.
Yeah.
They said, okay. At first she said, fine, no problem. She said, well, if you pay half, we'll give you 7 weeks to come up with the other half. I said, fine, no problem.
Yeah.
So the other day I paid the half, and then I call her just to let her know that it had been paid. And then she says, oh, well, there's been a change of plans. We can only give you until August 5th to pay the other half.
I'm
sorry.
I
was like, I might as well just pay all of it now, if that's the case.
Right. It's only like a week away, right?
Exactly. And I'm just like, what was the whole point in that? And I was like, well, you told me 7 weeks, and now you're telling me that I only have another week. Anyway.
I'm sorry. So you got your car got hit, and you got a ticket, and that sucks.
Well, the ticket wasn't anything that pissed me off. She said one thing and then did something else.
Right. Well, that's the way. I mean, you deal with the freaking municipalities. That's how they are. They don't give a fuck. Sorry. They just don't. They don't care.
So, yeah.
It's about that money.
It's all about those Benjamins.
Okay.
So, sorry.
At least you have a car. Hallelujah, when you do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but I went to college in Wisconsin, so I love Wisconsin, but they can kiss it on this shit. I'm just like, y'all, she is wrong. Denise, if you are listening,
I doubt Denise is listening.
I doubt she is, but if you happen to be listening,
let it
you
out.
know who the fuck you are, and you were wrong for that bullshit. I just want to let you know.
Because Denise, we will find you.
Thank goodness you woke up today. Today you got out and you had a job.
Yes.
Yes, Denise in Monroe County, Wisconsin.
Yeah, but I mean, Kristen's right. You got to look at the bright side that you have your health and you've got your car still running. It's not like a major accident. The ticket wasn't $1,000. It could have been a lot worse. So look at it that way. Try to. I am.
But
I know right now you're still pissed, but that's cool.
Yeah. All right, I got that off my chest.
I'm sorry you had a bad week. That sucks. That's too bad.
What about you, Donovan? Did you do anything fun on Periscope this week?
Oh my God. Periscope,
Yeah.
You know I'm addicted to that thing, and I still have not put my face on there because I'm all vain and shit. So I will. I just haven't done it yet, but I will. But I did eggs on the phone the other night to show people how to cook those, and
you show people how to cook what?
Eggs à la française. It's
Did you learn that on Periscope?
No, I didn't learn it on Periscope. I taught it on Periscope.
No, just teasing you.
No.
How many people did you have viewing?
Oh, I don't think it was very many, like 30 or 20 or I don't know. They came and went, but my retention rate was like, I don't know, it was like 30%. That wasn't too bad.
See, I couldn't do that. I get mad.
Because they keep going away. Well,
Where are you going?
It's really hard to keep. Well, first of all, to cook while you're like first thing with eggs à la française, you have to split the eggs in half and split the whites from the yolk. And so I had to do that with one hand. That was fucking impossible. And cooking with one hand is really hard. Hold the camera. So that was not fun. But no, I just did it just to be fun because I was bored and I did it and I was making a snack. So I had that for my breakfast like at 2 a.m. or whatever. But I did that. It's just so many people on there, crazy fucking people. I'm telling you. I met this guy in California. He's like 21 years old. He's gay, and he's like he wants to leave. He wants to come out to his family and everything else. I'm like, well, come out. Don't waste your time. And I don't know, just all these people. It's just amazing. I love it. But other than that, what did I do? I worked, and that's it.
GS version of eggs.
Yes, French. Well, let me tell you, just before we move on, eggs à la française. The way I even heard about it was on Real Housewives of New York. Okay, because Luann was talking about. She came out and she said, "Here, eggs à la française." And I'm like, "What the fuck are eggs à la française? I've never heard of them." And so I looked it up and I looked at the recipe. I made them. Oh my God, the best scrambled eggs you will ever have.
Wait,
what?
How do you spell that?
I'm so glad you said that.
Eggs,
First, if you're gonna be telling us, then I have to look it up.
I'm going to tell you how to make it, but EGGS La Française FRANCAISE. So the way you make them is you split the eggs into the whites and the yolks, and then you put butter in the pan, and then you put the yolks in first, scramble them up a little bit, not a whole lot, until they're like cloudy, and then you put salt and pepper in the yolks only, and then you put, after the white's set, you put the yolks in, and then you mix them all together, and you put just a little dab of cheese on top, or whatever, or chives or something, and then you serve them. It sounds like nothing, but French cooking is all about the technique. Oh my God. These are the best fucking scrambled eggs I've ever had in my life. And you will never eat them another way after you've had them this way. So that's how you make eggs a la Francaise. Now, we can move on. What's your deal this week, Christian?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
What did you do this week? What's going on?
I did a little shopping. It's Nordstrom Anniversary Sale this week. Oh, I went to Austin. I visited one of my friends from New York, so we just hung out and kind of hung around the gay area there. So it was fun.
Oh, yeah, New York. You went to New York or Austin?
No. My friend from New York was in Austin, so I met him there.
That's fun. Austin's so much fun. I love Austin. But do you think Austin's a little overrated or not?
Very.
Yeah, I think so too.
But it's okay. It has its purpose. It's cool. It's weird. It's whatever.
You've been twice, Jason?
I've only been twice, so I haven't been there enough to...
It's a cool place, funky and all that stuff.
Report card.
But it's not... Everybody's like, oh my God, it's like the San Francisco of Texas, and it's just so great and wonderful.
I wouldn't say all that. No.
Exactly. It's like, whatever. I think Dallas is better, but
to be honest, I've only been there for work or like at night. I've never been there for an extended stay or to do any like touristy type things.
It's not all that. Anyway, so let's talk about the main topic tonight, then we'll get on to everything else. The friend equation is what I called it. And the reason I did is because you had mentioned something about what to do when friends approve or disapprove of who you're dating. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, what do you guys think? At what point do you bring in the friend's perspective, and how much does it matter to you? Because for me personally, I don't really bring or introduce my friends into whoever I'm dating, at least until I'm ready to like make it official or like 100% monogamous or whatever it is. But I personally wouldn't bring anybody around that I don't think my friends would be interested in.
You wouldn't bring someone around that they wouldn't be interested in?
Or they would, excuse me.
Oh, you mean like sexually, like romantically?
No. Like, if I knew my friends wouldn't like the person as a person, for me, I wouldn't bring them around because I wouldn't be dating them.
Oh, I see.
Does that make sense?
I think so. Well, okay. So you say that again? You don't want to bring the guy around until... Yes.
If I'm bringing somebody around, by the time they get to my friends, I'm going to be like ready to like lock it down as like boyfriend.
Right. I got that part.
And by that point, I'm pretty sure this person is good enough for me, so therefore my friends are going to think this person is good.
Oh, they're going to be okay with him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. What do you think, Jay?
I mean, normally when I'm dating someone... when it comes to friends or my friends meeting them, well, first of all, what I do is I try to make sure to see if it's worth. If it's going to last long enough for them to meet my friends,
right?
Because I don't want to be one of those type of people that meet someone and then like day 3, I'm like, oh, here's a person that I'm dating, and then 2 weeks after that, they're not even around anymore.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, it really just depends on how we mesh as far as me and the person that I'm interested in.
Right.
And then if I see if it's developing into something where I'm like, oh, okay, this, may, potentially work, then I may start off with and 2 and just kind of slowly
your way in there.
I hate it when I'm, talking to someone or where the case may be, and then, people are just like, oh, I want you to meet my friends, and it's like a group outing where it's like 50 of them. I don't want him to feel, bombarded like he's going to have, just have more of like an interview type thing going on. It's like, oh, well, yeah. Do this, and I know, me personally, I like to do just a friend or 2 at a time.
Yeah,
and then
slowly take it slow.
Yeah, and then, if they're cool with it, normally just to kind of see what they think about the person. I've dated people where they're just like, oh yeah, he's pretty cool, or I don't know, I really have to study him a little bit more, that type of thing. But
so,
hey, I'm dating him,
But what is well, go ahead, Christian.
So what do you do, say you really like this guy, and then you bring him around